The story of the Olympians' war against the Titans is one of the oldest and most powerful myths in human history, a tale of rebellion, destiny, and the violent birth of a new cosmic order. And it begins long before Zeus ever held a thunderbolt. In the beginning, the universe emerged from chaos, and from that swirling void came Gaia, the earth, whose power was so great that she gave birth to the starry heavens, Uranus, and together they produced the first divine dynasty, the Titans. Uranus ruled with fear and suspicion, imprisoning some of his own children deep within Gaia, and she grew heavy with pain and anger until she forged a great sickle and asked her sons to rise against their father. Only Cronus, the youngest Titan, had the courage to accept her plan, and when Uranus descended from the sky, Cronus struck him down, severing the old order and establishing himself as ruler of the cosmos. But Cronus inherited not only the throne, but also the paranoia of the father he had overthrown, and a prophecy soon reached him that one of his children would rise up as he once had and take his place. To prevent this fate, Cronus swallowed each of his newborn children, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, trapping them inside his own immortal body, while the world grew darker under his fearful rule. When Gaia could bear no more, she helped hide Cronus' youngest son, a child named Zeus, by sending him to the mountains of Crete, where he was raised in secret by nymphs and fed by the goat Amalthea. As Zeus grew, so did his power, and when the time came, he returned to confront his father with a plan to free his siblings and challenge the Titan order. With the help of Metis, a goddess of cunning, Zeus tricked Cronus into drinking a potion that forced him to vomit up the 5 gods he had swallowed long before, and the reunited Olympians stood together for the first time. But freeing his siblings was only the beginning, because the Titans led by Cronus refused to surrender their rule, and so began the epic conflict known as the Titanomachy, a war that shook the foundations of creation. The Titans held Mount Arthries as their stronghold, while the Olympians took Mount Olympus, and for 10 long years neither side could gain the upper hand as the battles raged across sky, sea, and earth. The Olympians possessed youth, ambition, and divine weapons, but the Titans had raw primordial strength, cosmic age, and a deep command of the ancient elements. Desperate to break the stalemate, Gaia urged Zeus to seek out the Cyclopes and the Hecatanchers, the 100-handed giants imprisoned by Uranus and forgotten by Cronus, and Zeus descended into the depths of Tartarus to free them. The Cyclopes forged mighty gifts to repay Zeus's courage, giving him the thunderbolt, Poseidon the trident, and Hades the helm of invisibility, weapons of such power that they tipped the balance of the war. Meanwhile, the 100-handed ones rose with earth-shaking force, hurling boulders like storms of mountains and driving fear even into the hearts of the ancient Titans. With these new allies, Zeus unleashed the full fury of the sky, and lightning split the heavens as Poseidon churned the seas and Hades moved unseen through the battlefield. Sowing terror among their foes, the war reached its climax when Zeus confronted Cronus in a battle that echoed the first rebellion of the cosmos, and thunder met ancient strength in a clash that shook the world itself. At last, the might of the Olympians prevailed, and the Titans were defeated and cast into Tartarus, bound in chains under the watchful eyes of the 100-handed ones, while the universe settled into a new era. Zeus, now king of the gods, divided the world with his brothers, taking the sky for himself, granting the seas to Poseidon, and giving the underworld to Hades, while the earth became a shared realm under their collective guardianship. The Titanomachy marked the end of the old divine order and the rise of the Olympians, whose rules shaped the myths, cultures, and imaginations of the ancient world, influencing everything from art and storytelling to the way civilizations understood power and justice. Yet even in victory, the shadows of the Titans remained, for their story reminds us that every kingdom stands on the bones of the one that came before, and every era is born from the struggles of the last. The war between the Olympians and the Titans is not merely a tale of gods, but a reflection of human history, where generations challenge what was inherited, seeking to create something new even if it demands conflict and sacrifice. And like all great myths, it endures because it captures a truth that resonates across time. That power, once gained, must always be defended, and that change is as inevitable as the shifting of the stars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient mythology, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss our next exploration into the stories that shape civilizations. And if there's another myth, legend, or moment in history you'd like us to bring to life? Let us know in the comments. Your ideas guide what we create next.